There's a new Realme smartphone series in town, but this time around, instead of launching its Pro models first, the Philippines' top smartphone brand for 6 consecutive quarters is starting with the lineup's most affordable entry, the Realme 10. Priced from 12,999 in the Philippines, the new Realme 10 comes in 128 gigs and 256 gigs storage variants and is available in two attractive colors, Flash White and Rush Black. The main highlight here is a new MediaTek Helio G99 4G chipset inside. The processor uses an up-to-date 6nm process node, so expect good to great battery life in between charges. Performance-wise, the Helio G99 is a good comparison for the Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 that's popular among mid-range devices in 2022 and is also built on a 6nm process. Or so we thought. Comparing the two, we found that our Helio G99-based Realme 10 delivered much higher benchmark numbers than our Realme 9, running on a Snapdragon 680 SoC using similar test conditions. It beat the latter across all performance indicators we checked, including power efficiency. Gaming-wise, we weren't expecting flagship-grade performance out of our Revu unit, but we were pleasantly surprised. Mobile Legends in particular ran smoothly with the graphics settings turned all the way up. The Genshin Impact understandably gave the Realme 10 the most trouble. The game was playable at the highest settings. Design-wise, the base model features a new design language with two huge camera lenses on the back minus a camera island. It sports an iPhone-like rectangular frame too, and its chamfered edges provide additional comfort along the sides. Looking at the phone, it's evident that Realme is going for a more minimalist look with Realme 10. However, that doesn't mean the white variant we have lacks flair. The Flash White colorway really looks the part, displaying contrasting orange, purple, and blue hues and curved light streaks set against a sparkling, glittery finish. It's an aesthetic better viewed than described. The white version has a fingerprint-resistant surface, which is nice since we don't want to hide the flashy exterior of our unit under the included gray silicone case. All the buttons, including the power key with an embedded fingerprint reader, can be found on the right side. It's a welcome change from the Realme 9, which separated the volume rocker and power button on the left and right respectively. As a result, the hardware keys on the Realme 10 are more accessible and ergonomic. We also like that the side-mounted fingerprint sensor is found right where your thumb would fall on the frame, not too high or low on the right. As usual, the USB-C port, headphone jack, and speaker grill can be found at the bottom with a single speaker responsible for the sound in loudspeaker mode. Speaking of which, the volume level of the Realme 10 can go up to 200% in ultra volume mode. Great if you're sharing your media with a group or someone else, as long as you don't mind the noticeable drop in audio quality. Up front, you get a punch-hole Super AMOLED screen with 1080p resolution and a 90Hz refresh rate, so it's basically the same setup we got on the previous gen model. Still, the screen size is decent for watching HD videos on Netflix and other streaming platforms with Widevine L1 certification included out of the box. And the overall picture quality is good because of the bright and vivid AMOLED panel, which peaks at 600 nits of brightness. The screen comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 5 to offer some screen protection as well. The selfie camera is housed in the top left corner and has a 16-megapixel sensor to go along with a pretty wide lens, allowing you to shoot selfies with another person in the frame. On the flip side, the rear camera has a 50-megapixel main image sensor accompanied by a secondary sensor for portraits. There's no ultra-wide or macro camera here like on the Realme 9s, so you're basically shooting with a primary camera all the time. But even though the Realme 10 is a less versatile camera setup than what came before, it's still a capable shooter even in low light, thanks to the sensor's 4-in-1 bidding process that combines the data from 4 pixels to produce a better image. Elsewhere, the battery is rated at 5000 mAh and supports a 33-watt SuperVOOC standard. The battery can go from 0 to 50% after just about 30 minutes plugged in, just about enough for a full day's worth of usage with a refresh rate set to 60 Hz. In PCMark's battery life test, our unit managed a whopping 17 hours, which is one of the highest for any mid-range phone we've tested in the past few months. While it doesn't offer 5G internet and ultra-wide optics, the Realme 10 is a worthwhile mid-range option, especially if you're after above-average gaming performance on a budget. The main camera, AMOLED screen, and long battery life are high points as well, and the SoC doesn't seem to be prone to overheating even during intense gaming sessions.